Hi guys, good morning. Good morning. Okay, so students online also, if you can hear me, please put a yes in the chat if I am audible to you. Yes, am I audible? Okay, great, fine. Okay, so yesterday, though because of some meeting I was not able to come to class, I think it did not affect your class in any form or manner. I'm sure Somanna has been successful in teaching you a very important concept called as methods. Yes, I think yesterday after that methods class, your clarity on stack, heap, how memory is allocated, how memory is deallocated, all this has become clear. Yes. Now, using all these foundational concepts, now I am going to teach you two more concepts where if you understand this, 99% of coding questions will be asked on these two topics only. And what are those two, sir? Arrays and strings. Am I clear? So for the next couple of classes, our entire focus is going to be on two concepts, arrays and strings. Okay? And I've also been repeatedly telling you, now Java class is happening for you, SQL class is happening for you. Moment SQL ends, you're going to start with programming, where all these concepts that you have theoretically learned, you must be solving coding questions. Clear? Okay, fine sir. Now, what is this arrays and why should I learn it? Could be a question in most of your minds, okay? See, now the thing is, in engineering, especially for a computer science student, or in average any branch, I think 52 subjects are there, if I'm not wrong. Yes or no, in engineering? Around 6 subjects every semester you have. Now, please try to understand, in 52 subjects, every semester the teacher came and taught you a concept. One fundamental mistake you did, teacher also did, which is before teaching the concept, first nobody questioned as to why you should learn. Yes or no? If you don't even understand why you should learn, what is the point of learning? Because I always believe you must keep your brain and mind free, unnecessary junk you should not store. If something is not required, let's not learn it at all. Yes or no? Similarly, you understood why data types is required. You understood why methods is required. You understood what is object orientation. You understood why variables is required. Everything has a why. Similarly, an array also has a why. Why do you require it? Now, let me give you an example so that easily you will be able to understand. Let us assume I want to store the age of 5 students. I want to store the age of 5 students. Now, if I ask you to store the age of 5 students, as a student who has learned data types and variables, what you will do is you will think, okay, age 23, 24, 42, 45, these are nothing but integers. Yes or no? So what you will do is, I will store the age of the first person inside maybe an integer variable called as a. But then you will realize one variable can store only one value. So for this person's age, you will have to create one more variable called as b. For this person, c. For this person, d. And for this person, e. Yes or no? In other words, if you use variables to store the age, if I give you 5 students, how many variables you have to create? 5 variables. Everybody would agree with me. Sir, what is the problem here? I am not able to understand. Listen, let us assume now the number of people increased. Now how many people are there? 10 people. Yes? Now if you use the same variable approach, you have to use an individual variable for each piece of data, which means now tell me how many variables you should create? 10 variables. Like this A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, like that you will be creating 10 variables. Yes or no? Sir, we understood. But even now I am not able to understand, where is the problem, sir, you may ask. Okay. Even now you may not understand the problem. Now let us assume you had to store the ages of 52 students. How many students? 52. Okay. Now tell me, how many alphabets are there in English? 26. Correct? Which means first 26 fellows' ages you will store like this, A, B, C, D, like that you will go all the way till Z. Very good. How many more people are pending? 26. Oh sir, now what to do sir? Now you will use your brains and you will be like AA, AB, AC, AD, like that till AZ you will store. Correct? 100% you have created 52 variables. But if you observe, this approach itself has two problems. First problem, creation itself is difficult. For 52 people, you should create how many variables? 52 variables. Think about names, correct or not? But what is even more difficult than creation is when you try to access. Sir, we didn't understand. Tell me, 18th student's age is inside which variable? ABCD you don't know? Tell me 18th student. Don't know? 23rd student? Don't know? 42nd student? Okay, leave. First student? Oh, congratulations. Okay, very good. So, in other words, I think everybody is able to observe. If you use this approach to store data, called as the traditional approach of creating variables, you will face two problems. As the size of the data increases, creation of variables itself will be the first problem. The second problem you will face is when you try to access. Creation is difficult, accessing is difficult. Now imagine the students was 200, 500, 5000. Then what will you do? Yes or no? That is why computer scientists observed this problem and they realized while coding, you will encounter situations where you will have a large collection of data. And all the data will be of the same type. Example, marks are all integers. CGPA is all float. Height is all float. Yes or no? Do you have a passport? Yes or no? Is all Boolean. Correct? So whenever you have a large collection of data and the data is of the same type, they told boss, I will give you a better approach. That approach is what we are here to learn, called as the array approach. The biggest advantage of arrays is when you have a large collection of data of the same type, creation becomes easy. Accessing becomes easy. If you don't believe me, let's look at it, okay? Assume this is the same scenario. I want to create an array to store the ages of 5 students. Understood? Now, before you create an array, I want everybody to make a habit of making some observations, which will 100% help you in creating the array. What observation should we make, sir? First observation you should always make is dimensionality. Have you heard these words? 1D array, 2D array, 3D array. You would have all heard these words. Yes or no? So, first of all, when you hear dimensions, you should not think about X, Y, Z. When you hear dimensions, when you hear 3D dimensions, you should not think of a 3D, where if you put 3D glasses, array will not come close to your eyes. That is not the meaning of 1D, 2D, 3D. Don't link geometry with this. Understood? Here, the meaning of dimensionality is, let me explain. Assume I have 5 students age with me. I have it with me. Now you will come to me and say, sir, give me the age. Now when you say give me the age, I will ask you one question. Only if you answer that, I will give you the age. What is that question? Which student? Yes or no? Boss, I have 5 students. First, second, third, fourth or fifth you tell me. Tell me which student, I will give you age. Which means for you to access age, you need one piece of information, which is the student. One dimension. Understood? Let us assume there are 2 classrooms. Each classroom has 5 students. I have their age. Now you will come to me and say, sir, give me the age. What is the first question I will ask you? Which class? Not enough. What is the second question I will ask you? Which student? 2 dimensions. Class is 1, student is 1. Yes? Imagine there are 2 centers. Every center has 2 classrooms. Every classroom has 5 students. Now if you want age, what is the first one? Which center? Next, which class? Next, which student? What is it? 3 dimensions. 2 states. In each state, 2 centers. In each center, 2 classrooms. In each classroom, 5 students. 4 dimensions. If I add country, 5 dimensions. Tomorrow, let us assume I open one center in Mars, then planet. Understood? Planet, in that continent, in that country, in that state, in that center, in that class, in that student. Like that, these dimensions can keep stretching. Am I clear? That is the meaning of dimensionality. It has nothing to do with geometry. Am I clear till here? Okay, sir. Next what? Which means, tell me in this case, what do you think should be the dimensionality? One dimension. Because the only dimension I need to know is which student. That's all. Correct? Second observation. Is the data homogeneous or heterogeneous? Sir, we didn't understand. Homogeneous is a hi-fi word for same type. Heterogeneous is a hi-fi word for mixed type. Sir, we didn't understand. Tell me, friends, what are you storing? What are you storing? Age. What you're storing is age. Now tell me, what is the type of age? Integers. Now, every human being's age is an integer only. It's not like one fellow's is an integer, one is a float, one is a string, one is a char, one is a boolean. No, ages are all integers. CGPAs are all float. Height is all float. Yes or no? Which means what you're storing is ages and 100% data is of the same type. In other words, homogeneous. Understood how to spot? Last but not the least, is it regular data or is it jagged data? Regular or jagged? Am I clear? Now, in this example, you will not understand the meaning of regular or jagged. Jagged can also be called as irregular. 100% I will call this as regular. Okay? Now ignore it. Now if you observe, I have written one word here. What is this word? When do you say new in Java? When JVM. Why do you need JVM? To create object. Basically, whenever in Java you want to create an object, only you tell new. Now, why have I told new here? Because listen to me carefully. In Java, friends, arrays are objects. In Java, arrays are objects. Naturally, to create an object, you need new. Correct? Now, see how to tell JVM. JVM, I want you to create an array. First of all, you must tell the JVM what is the type of data you want to store. Now, you can't tell ages. You should tell the type. What is the type of ages? Integer. Hope you will understand. Next, you should tell the JVM, how many dimensions? How many dimensions? Tell me what is the dimensionality? One dimension. One pair of bracket you put. 2 dimensions means 2. 3 means 3. 10 means 10. Understood? Okay. This dimension is only nothing but student. Now you should tell how many students. Tell me how many students? 5. Now please tell that 5. Hope you understand. Clear till here? 100% every object should have a reference. Yes or no? Array is an object means it should also have a reference. I will call the reference as A. Now listen to me. When object was of type car, you told car. When object was of type demo, you told demo. Now what is the object of type? It is an integer array. Yes or no? So watch it. How to tell? First of all, I'll tell. A is a one-dimensional array of integers. If you read it as int bracket A, it makes no sense. See how to read? A. What is A? A one-dimensional array of integers. Am I clear? What you write here, same thing you should write here. But never make the mistake of putting value here. Value should only come in the RHS. Am I clear till here? Now, what is even more important for me is to show you how the memory looks like. Okay? Observe. First of all, assignment, RHS. New, who gets activated? JVM. First thing JVM will do is, it will go to the heap segment and create a brand new block of memory with an address. Same story only. Yes? Sir, next what? When you tell int, JVM knows it should only store integers. Next, when you put one pair of bracket, JVM knows one dimension. Am I clear? But for you, this one dimension is student. But for JVM, how should it know that 5 is student or class or school or college or hospital? How should it know? Yes? So what will happen is, If you put only one dimension, whatever value you put inside this one dimension is always and always treated as number of columns. What is it treated as? Number of columns. Tell me how many columns? 5 columns. Immediately it will go and split this into 5 columns like this. Clear? Next, for every column, it will give one position. That position, we call it as index. What do we call it as? Index. And index doesn't start from 1. Index starts from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Clear till here? Also, arrays are objects. Objects means JVM will never leave it empty. No. JVM will always put something inside. Can you tell me what is it? Default values. And can you predict and tell me what will be the default value? 0. Why 0? Integers. All zeros will be there. Hope you understand. This is what happens when you tell new int of 5. Clear? RHS is over. Control comes to LHS. In LHS, of course, you are creating a reference. Tell me where is reference created? Stack. That 1000 comes and sits. This is referring to that. That is inside heap segment. This is inside stack segment. I think you understood. Am I clear till here? Now listen to me carefully. Now, last time, to store 5 students' age, I created 5 variables, A, B, C, D, E. Now if you notice, in a single line, creation is over. In a single line. And the biggest advantage is, now when I try to access. What do you mean, sir? Please understand, whether there are 5 students or 500 students, I have to remember only one name. And what is that name? A. Am I clear? Second point. Now let us assume, like this, you want to store 20 as the age. You want to store 20 in the 4th student. 4th student's age is 20. Now see how to tell. Simply you can't just tell assignment A. You can't tell. Because A has 5 columns. Where to store you should tell. Tell me, here means what? 3. How to tell this 3, sir? For that they have given you something called as index of operator. Am I clear? Now simply don't tell A. After A, tell which index. And tell me in which index you wanted to store it? 3. Now that 20 will aram se come here and get stored. Simple as that. Am I clear? Now let us assume there were 500 students. Very simple. Remove 5, replace it as 500. Understood? Now let us assume there are 500 students. Imagine you create variables. You would have lost your mind. But now see how easy it is. Tell me, 425th student, where is it? A of 424, yes. 19th student, where is it? A of 18. 23rd student, A of 22. In a second you are telling me, that is the advantage of arrays. Creation is easy, accessing is easy. Yes or no? Now, let us assume you want to print that fellow's age. Simple, just tell system.out.println and tell A of 3, it will print. That's correct or not? If you tell system.out.println A of 322, 323rd students will get printed. 464, 465th student will get printed. So simple. Yes or no? So whether you have 5 or 50,000 students, creation is one line, accessing is easy. That is the power of arrays. Yes or no? So they will ask you in the interview, why do we require arrays? Listen to my answer carefully. Arrays is used in programming whenever a large collection of data of the same type must be efficiently stored and accessed. That is when we use. Now, why can't we use variables for the same? 2 problems. What is the problem? First problem, creation is difficult. What is the second problem? Accessing is difficult. I hope everybody understood. Yes or no? Okay. Fine, sir. Now, please understand. Now I am going little more deeper into the concept. Assume this time, this is the scenario. Create an array to store the ages of students belonging to 2 classrooms with 5 students each. Of course, even now you want to store ages only, I agree. But first always make some observations I have told you. Tell me, first observation, dimensionality. Think and tell me what is the dimensionality? 2 dimension. Because now class is there, student is there. Yes? Second observation, tell me, homogeneous or heterogeneous? Now some are saying hetero, some are saying homo. Basically those who are saying heterogeneous are saying 2 classrooms, 5 students, values are mismatching. Wrong. What you must see is, boss, what are you storing? Ages. What you are storing is ages. And ages are all integers. 100% this time also data is homogeneous. Am I clear? Now third, regular data or jagged data. Now you will understand the meaning of regular or jagged. Please tell me, how many classrooms? 2 classrooms. Tell me, in first classroom how many students? 5. Second classroom how many students? 5. Does every classroom have equal students or unequal students? Equal. Equal means regular. If first classroom had 5, second classroom had 10, irregular. Irregular is also called as jagged. Yes? 100% the data here is regular. Clear till here? Okay, sir. Now see how to create an array. Doesn't matter whether it is 2-dimensional. Doesn't matter whether it is regular or jagged. Arrays are objects. Objects means JVM. JVM means new. Next, tell me what are you storing? Ages. What is the type of age? Integers. Tell me how many dimensions? 2 dimensions. First one is class, second one is student. Tell me how many classrooms are there? 2 classrooms. Very good. Tell me in every classroom how many students? 5 students. That's all. This is class and that is, okay. Ignore that for a student. That is students. Am I clear? Okay. What is that row and columns? I will explain. RHS is over. Every object should be given a reference. I will call it as A. Tell me, what should I write in the left side? Int followed by 2 brackets. And see how to read? A is a 2-dimensional array of integers. That's how you read. A is a 2-dimensional array of integers. Clear till here? How many brackets in the right hand side? Same number of brackets in the left hand side. Clear? Never mention values here. Values will only be in the RHS. Clear? Now let's look at the memory. That's where the true knowledge lies. Observe. Assignment RHS new. JVM gets activated, goes to heap and creates a new block of memory with an address. Now see. Int means integers. Now when you put 2 dimensions, for you class, for you student. But JVM will not look at this as class and student. How should it know class or student? So tell me, what will JVM consider first dimension as? Rows. What will it consider second dimension as? Columns. So see, what are you telling? How many rows? 2 rows. It will go split this into 2 rows. 0th row, first row. One more way of looking is, 2 classrooms are ready. 2 classrooms are ready. Now tell me, inside every classroom how many students? 5 students. Inside every row how many columns? 5 columns. It will split it into 5 columns. Clear till here? For every column also it will give an index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 2 classrooms. Every classroom has 5 students. Clear till here? It will not stop here. It has to give default values and default values will be all zeros because integer. Float means 0.0, boolean means false, string means null, same concept. Clear till here? Okay sir, next what? Next control goes to LHS, I am creating a reference, 1000 goes and sits here, this is referring to this. I think you understand. Clear till here? Okay. Now, please understand, this time let us assume, I want to store 20. See how I am storing 20. 100%, I can't simply tell A, no use. I should give 2 pieces of information. First piece of information I should give is which classroom or which row. A of 1 means second classroom. In second classroom, which student? In second classroom, which student? Tell me, 0th student means what? First student. Which means watch it. A of 1, A of 1, 0. Which means 100% here 20 kids. Am I clear till here? I think everybody has understood till here. Let us assume I want to store this student's age as 16. Tell me, what should I tell? A of 0, 3. A of 0, 3. In English, first class, 4th student. In array, 0th row, 3rd column. Clear till here, friends? I think everybody understood. See, the problem is, why students find arrays difficult is, again they directly try to type code and learn. You cannot understand. I have not written one line of code till now. I am just helping you visualize arrays. Now with this visualization, when you write code, understanding will be very, very different. Clear till here? Okay, sir. This also we understood. If you understood this, please understand, this array is technically in programming called as a rectangular array. It is called as a rectangular array, or some people also refer to it as a regular array. Now this is very important for you to know what this means. What this means is, tell me, how many rows are there? 2 rows. Look at every row and tell me, does it have equal columns or unequal columns? Equal columns. Because every row has equal columns, it has now become one rectangle. It has now become one rectangle. Yes or no? That is why this is called as a rectangular array or a regular array. Yes or no? And also try to understand, array is regular because data is regular. Because every classroom has same number of students only, every row has same number of columns. That is why array is regular. So, regular data, regular array. Irregular data or jagged data, you have another type of array called as jagged array. I will speak about that also. But right now I hope you understood the meaning of a rectangular array. An array in which every row has equal columns. Clear till here? Okay, sir. This also we understood. Sir, then what is this 3-dimensional array? Now watch this. Read this. Create an array to store the ages of students belonging to 2 schools, having 3 classrooms with 5 students each. 100%, yes, we need to be making some observations. What is the first observation? Dimensionality. Tell me, what is dimensionality? 300. School is there, class is there, student is there. Yes? Tell me, is the data homogeneous or heterogeneous? Homogeneous, because again, that depends upon what you are storing. What you are storing is ages. Ages are all integers. Yes? Next, tell me, regular or jagged? Now, see how to figure out. How many schools? 2 schools. Both schools have 3 classrooms. Every classroom has 5 students. Schools have same classrooms, class has same students. Regular. 2 schools, first school 3 classrooms, second school 5 classrooms. Here 5 students, 8 students, 10 students, 12, 15, 10. This is only called as irregular. Yes? This is 100%. Most certainly regular. Clear till here? Now watch it. Let's start by telling new. JVM gets activated. What I want to store is ages. Ages are integers. Tell me how many dimensions? 3 dimensions. 3 pairs of brackets I will put. School, class, student. Yes? How many schools? 2 schools. Every school has how many classrooms? 3 classrooms. Every classroom has how many students? 5 students. I think you understood how to create. Yes? I will give this a reference A. Tell me how many brackets? 3 pairs of brackets, and I will tell you how to read. A is a 3-dimensional array of integers. Makes sense. Okay? Now quickly look at the memory. This is very important. JVM gets activated. New means new block of memory with an address. Now listen. Int means integers. Now for you, school, class, student. But for JVM, no school, no class, no student. Which means What is this first dimension, sir? Listen, this is columns. This is rows. What is this now? This is number of blocks. Number of blocks. Blocks, rows, columns. Tell me how many blocks? 2 blocks. It will go split this into 2 blocks. 0th block, first block. Am I clear? How you should see is 2 schools are ready. School is ready. Inside every school, how many classrooms? 3 classrooms. Inside every block, how many rows? 3 rows. Split everything into 3 rows. Understood? Okay, sir. Inside every row, how many columns? 5 columns. Inside every class, how many students? 5 students. However you read, same only. Splits it into 5 columns. Gives indexes. Clear till here? So how you should see is, there are 2 schools. Every school has 3 classrooms. Every classroom has 5 students. Clear till here? Of course, default value is given, which is all zeros. Reference is nothing but a 1000 goes and sits inside a is referring to this. I think everybody got 100% picture of this. Yes or no? Okay. Now, let us assume I want to store one student's age here. Can you tell me, let us assume I want to store 15. How to store? A of 0, 1, 2. I hope you are able to understand. Similarly, I am showing you an example there. See, 16 I am storing. A of 1, 0, 2. So, A of 1, 0, 2. Or in English, second school, first class, third student. Yes or no? 100% 16 comes and gets stored. Clear? Let me give you one more example. A of 0, 0, 2. Basically, first school, first class, third student. Yes or no? Or in array, 0th block, 0th row, second column. Here. I think you understand. So, why this is called as 3-dimension is to either store or to access. You need to give Java 3 pieces of information. Which block, which row, which column. Only if you tell block, no use. Only if you tell block and row, no use. You have to tell block, row, column. School, class, student. Clear till here? 3 dimensions. I think what is meant by array, advantage, what is meant by 1D, 2D, 3D arrays, you have been able to understand. Yes or no? Okay, sir. Now listen to me carefully. First of all, look at this array and tell me, is it rectangular or jagged? Rectangular only. Why is it rectangular? Because every block has same rows. Every row has same columns. That is why it is rectangular. And why it is rectangular or regular is because again the data is regular. That is why it is regular. As you can see, every block has equal rows, every row has equal columns. That's all. Clear till here? I think everyone understood. Now my duty is to basically go and write code for this. Now you have understood the memory. Now I will write code. But before I write code, you have already been using it if you have been solving assignments on the Thai platform. But today officially I would like to explain that concept. What is that, sir, you may ask? See, starting from today, actually speaking, I want to start taking input into our Java program from the keyboard. What do I mean to say? What I mean to say is, assume I want to write a simple program where I want to take numerator from the keyboard, denominator from the keyboard, divide and give the quotient. Yes? Till now, whatever programs we were writing like this. Int A equal to, let us assume 100. Int B equal to, let us assume 2. Next line, int C is equal to A divided by B. Next line, system.out.println, I was printing the value of C. Correct or not? See, my problem here is, this is called as hard coding. What is this called as? Hard coding. Hard coding means, inside the program only you are fixing the value. It is hard coded. But what I want is, Boss, I shouldn't give this 100. Java should print one message, enter the numerator. After that fellow presses 100 and presses enter, that 100 should be taken and given to A. Yes or no? Similarly, input should be taken for B. How to do that? Yes? For that, you must understand a simple concept. Everybody should give me 100% focus, otherwise you will not understand this. See here, first of all, in Java or in any computer, two devices are very important for us. First device is nothing but our monitor screen, which I will just represent like this. Okay? Second, oh sorry, nothing is visible. First is our monitor screen. Second device, which is extremely important for us, is our keyboard, which I will just represent like this. Okay. Now, listen to me carefully. Next word, sir. Next word means, in Java, they have given you a facility to access the monitor. They have given you a facility to access the keyboard also. What do you mean, sir? Long back I told you, to access the monitor, you basically have one pipe connected to the monitor. Tell me what is the name of this pipe? System.out. Yes or no? But technically it is not called as a pipe, it is called as a stream. What is it called as? Stream. Anyways, we will look at it later. Okay. Now, similarly, to take something which is typed on the keyboard, also boss, they have connected one pipe. Sir, what is the name of this pipe, sir? Can you predict and tell me what is the name? Name of this pipe is system.in. System.in. Because clearly in means input, out means output. Output only comes on monitor, input only comes from keyboard. Correct or not? Sir, we understood, sir. Now, how to use this is what I want to teach you. Because you know how to use this system.out.print or println you will use. How to use this? Now listen to me. To use this, what James Gosling did is, he realized that from the keyboard, if you want, you can give integers as input. You can give a character as input. You can give string as input, boolean as input, float as input, double as input. So many types of input you can type. So, to correctly decide and capture specific input, what he did is, James Gosling went and created one class for you. He called this class itself as scanner class. He created a class. Yes? What will be there inside a class? There will be variables, there will be methods, properties, behaviors. Correct? So what he did is, for different type of inputs, he created different types of methods. Example, he told programmer, you want to take integers. I have already given you one method called as nextInt. I have only written the logic. You don't type anything, just use it. Then he told programmer, you want float. I have given you one method, nextFloat. Understood? He told programmer, you want a string. I have given one, nextLine. Next double. Like that he has given many methods. We will be seeing all of that in class. No need to by heart anything. But point is, whenever you want to take input from the keyboard, you must compulsorily make use of the methods provided inside which class? Scanner class. Now, I have a very simple question to ask you. Let me see how many of you will actually be able to answer these questions correctly. My question now is, as a programmer who's been studying Java all these days, class is imaginary. What is real? Object. Which means if you want to use these methods, compulsorily you should create an object of scanner class. So, step one, what James Gosling has told is, programmer please go and create one object of this scanner class. Just create an object which I am representing like this. Am I clear? Every object will have two parts. It will have has part, it will have does part. Does means methods, which means all these methods will be inside this object, which means watch it. Here only you will have next int, next float, next bool, next line, everything will be there. Also, every object should compulsorily have a reference. That reference, I will call it as scan. You can call it as scan, SC, scanner, ABC, XYZ is just a name. Understood what I am saying? Okay. Object is ready. Next what to do, sir? Next step is take the object and connect it to the keyboard. Take the object and connect it to the keyboard. Understood? Which, how to write in code I will show you. Visually I am just showing it. See, all you need to do is take this object and connect it to the keyboard. Clear? Now, if you connect it to the keyboard, very simple. Now, if programmer types an integer and you want to take it, very simple. Which method should you use? NextInt. How to access nextInt? Scan dot nextInt. That's it. You want float, scan dot next float. You want string, scan dot next line. I think you understand. Am I clear? Now that the setup is understood, code is very, very simple. Watch it all of you. If I were to just go here now, this is my editor. In my editor, I'll just remove all these lines for the time being. Observe carefully now. What I will do is, first I will tell new. Tell me which class is object? Scanner class is object. I will give it a reference. I will call it as scan. Naturally, scan has to be of type scan. Clear to clear? Second step, connect the object to the keyboard. Keyboard means system.in. How to connect, sir? Easy. Watch it. Go inside this and tell system.in. That's all. Setup is ready. Am I clear? Okay, sir. Next what? Next what means? Now everybody should focus. Now I will tell system.out.println. And I will, within double quotes, just tell enter the numerator. Clear to clear? Now this message will come on the monitor. After reading the message, I want the programmer to now type one integer. That I want to scan. Can you tell me which method to use? Scan dot nextInt. Observe carefully. Scan dot nextInt. Clear? Whatever is scanned, I will collect it and store it inside a variable called as. Last time what were you doing? Like this you went and directly told 100. No, this time that 100 will come from the keyboard. Clear, friends? Okay, sir. Also, I think yesterday anybody who has attended methods class knows that there are methods which does not take any input but 100% returns output. Whatever nextInt returns you are collecting. Am I clear? Okay, sir. Next what? Similarly, see, I'll just copy this line, paste it again. I will tell enter the denominator. Clear till here? Next, if you have really understood, tell me int b equal to, what should I tell? Scan dot nextInt. I hope you understood. Clear? After which I will tell int c is equal to a divided by b, and after that I will just tell system.out.println and c. I think everybody understood simple code. Clear? Okay, sir. However, I want you to observe something very, very carefully. If I were to just go here now, and I were to compile and execute. See this? On compiling this, somehow I have got errors. And where is the error? Wherever I have told scanner. See here? LHS I told scanner, it is telling cannot find symbol. I don't know what is scanner. RHS I told scanner, again error, cannot find symbol. Please understand, whenever you are creating an object and you see this error cannot find symbol, What it means is, Java is telling, programmer, you are asking me to create an object of scanner. Where is scanner class? I can't find it. Where is it? Tell me, yesterday you created object of calculator class. Yes? Was calculator class there in your program? Yes. Day before yesterday we created object of car class. Was car class there in our program? Yes. Today you are telling boss, create object of scanner class. Where is scanner class? Cannot find symbol. Yes? So what should I do, sir? What you must understand here is, first of all, what you call as scanner is a built-in class in Java. You don't have to create it. It is built into Java. But unfortunately, scanner class's location is not in D drive Feb B2. That is not where scanner class is. Your day 13 class is inside D drive Feb B2 folder. Sir, where is scanner class, sir? Listen to me carefully. When you installed Java, what Java people did is, they created one folder inside your computer called as Java. They created this. Inside this folder, they created one more folder called as util. Inside this folder, they went and they put a class called as scanner. Am I clear? So your location and its location are different. Yes? Now think and answer. Very simple. You are in India. There is a car which is available only in USA. You can't buy it here. If you have to buy it from USA and bring it here, what is that car called as? Imported car. There is a perfume only available abroad, not available here. You bought it from Dubai and you brought it here. What is it called as? Imported perfume. Yes or no? From India, if you send somewhere, export. From somewhere, if you bring it to India, import. Similarly, scanner class is somewhere else. From somewhere else, you should bring it inside your program. So what should you do? Import. Yes or no? Sir, how to import, sir? Very, very simple. Just go to the beginning of your program. There is a keyword called as import. Space. Now you tell where to import from. First, there is a folder called as Java. Go inside, dot. There is a folder called as util. Go inside, dot. There is a class called as scanner. And class name will always begin with capital letter. Am I clear? I think in your Thai platform, you would have seen this line in front of many programs. Yes or no? I hope all of you understand. Clear till here? Technically speaking, these are not called as folders. Technically speaking, these are called as packages. What are they called as? Packages. Clear till here, friends? I hope everybody understood till here. Now, your eyes can't see, but 100% inside your program, there is a class called as scanner. It is there. Understood? As a matter of fact, I don't know what you guys are using every day to practice in your house. Tell me, which editor are you using to type and practice? Eclipse. If you have watched the LMS properly, first video only we have given how to download and install Eclipse on the LMS. Yes? Some are like LMS, open it and see once in a while. Okay? 100% there is a video. If you just watch that video, then you know that you would have successfully downloaded and you will be using one editor called as Eclipse. This is what it looks like. Yes or no? Now if you notice carefully, in Eclipse if I just tell new scanner of system.in, and if in case I just call it as scan, okay, and if I just import this, if I just go here and tell import java.util.scanner like this. Now see here, if you take the cursor on top of the class, click on control, then you can see it will underline that class. Now if you click on that class, it will open that class for you. Am I clear? Please understand, what you are seeing now is nothing but a class called as scanner. One second, let me just show this to you. what you are seeing is a class called as scanner. I didn't create this, you didn't create this. It is a built-in class in Java. Understood? And see, so much code is there inside this, which they have written for you. You don't have to worry about any of this. You just have to directly use the methods. That's all you have to do. Okay? Like this, there are so many built-in classes in Java which you will be using. See, please understand, when you actually start going to the IT industry and when you start developing, you will realize 90% of the requirements that you have, you will not be coding it from scratch. You will have packages and libraries. What are these called as? Packages and libraries, where some developer has already created a class and methods which you will be using. Understood? Only 10 to 20% of your project will have some unique component which you will not find as a library. How do you understand? That you will have to sit and manually type. How do you understand? But problem is, many people, what they do is, you would have seen memes on the internet, you know. What a programmer's job is to do Control-C, Control-V. You would have seen that, you know. Programmer's job is just go to the internet, copy and paste. Have you heard this? That is the most stupid thing anybody can say. And for Control-C, Control-V, they are paid lakhs of rupees. This is the meme. Yes? It is not true. Because please try to understand, for you to copy something and paste it in your program, if you paste something, it will affect the 1,000 lines above. What you have pasted will affect the 1,000 lines below. Which means, for you to know what to copy, where to paste, you must have knowledge of 1,000 lines above, 1,000 lines below. Only a fellow who has knowledge of that can even copy and paste. People don't even understand that. So it is not as simple as code is already been given, we'll copy paste. Not like that. Am I clear? And recently, I don't know if you have observed, there is one new tool called as Devin AI which has come. Now it's creating all the buzz in the internet. Oh, software jobs are gone, closed. If that was the case, please try to understand, the first fellow who would have used AI day in and day out to do development would have been me. Because, first of all, Tap Academy is a startup. We have limited resources, limited time. Correct or not? If genuinely there was an AI which could replace software engineers, I would have installed that 10 times and given it 10 tasks, and your Thai platform every day would have got a new feature. Yes or no? But it is not possible to do that. Because even now AI as it stands can only do basic tasks for you. The moment you try to code some complicated projects, AI doesn't have the ability to understand a project end to end and bring changes. It can't. How do you understand? What can happen is, you are a developer, you can have ChatGPT opened in one column. Let us assume you are typing some HTML code. When HTML classes happen, I will show you. Let us assume you are typing HTML. Now you want CSS. Now you want to think, what are the best color combinations which will work? Let us assume you are inspired by some website. For example, Airbnb. Have you heard of this website, Airbnb? Or Ola. Let us assume you want Ola's color combinations. You can just go there and say, please can you create an CSS which has the brand identity of Ola. Automatically it will build color combinations, hashtag that, this, give it to you. Like that, it becomes a support system. It does not become a replacement. Am I clear? Because a project is not as simple as what you think. For example, this Thai platform, your job portal, your LMS, these three projects put together will have at least 2 lakh lines of code. Will have at least 2 lakh lines of code. How do you understand? It is not as simple as what you think, you know. Every single click, every single interaction that you are doing is a component, is something which has to work. How do you understand? So, again, the point I am trying to convey here is, if you want to survive in the IT industry, as days are progressing, you must learn to become extremely good at what you are doing. You must become a great developer. Understood? The days of average developers is going. Only good and amazing developers will be able to survive. Yes or no? And for that, just don't have to take the entire world's burden and put it in your head. Just do two things. It worked in my career also. First thing you must do is, make sure your foundation is clear. Second and most important is, every fellow sitting here, one day or the other, for sure, will be given one chance, for sure. Some company, somewhere, most definitely will give you a chance to come and work. But the problem that happens is, even when an opportunity is presented, people don't grab it. Once you join a company, you must work 10 times harder than you worked to get into the company. Listen to me carefully. Now all of you are working hard for what? To get a job. Once you get a job, you must work 10 times harder in the job. Because, see, please try to understand, I have been an employee from a grassroots level. My first salary, I told you, 13,500 rupees is what I was earning. Yes? From 13,500 rupees, that is just a basic entry level employee job. In the previous company where I was working, I was given the position of Vice President, VP, at the age of 27. At the age of 27, I was Vice President of the company. Very, very rarely it happens. I hope you're able to understand. The other Vice Presidents in the company were 40, 45 years old. What is my age? 27. So from 22 to 27, how did a fellow go from being just getting 13,500 rupees to my last salary which I took home was, in hand I was getting 4.5 lakhs. So you can do the calculation. I hope you're able to understand. How did this happen? It happened because even now, and now I am the owner of a company. So I've seen being an employee, being a top level executive, being an owner. I've seen the entire journey. Yes or no? Please try to understand, in every company, including TAP Academy, there are two types of people. One type of person is a person who will only do what is required, if possible lesser. Understood? Their entire aim is come to office and just see what is the work given to me. Bare minimum, I will do just that much. If possible, I will try to do little less only. Why to work hard? Yes or no? You give them little bit more task, little bit more responsibility. Instead of taking up the challenge, they start to crumble. Oh, sir, no, sir, pressure, sir, not able to sleep, sir. All this nonsense will come up. Second type of person, yes, same salary only, but they're like, they have the ability of, they have the mindset of learning. Whenever a new task comes, they're like, wow, let me take this up and do it. Whether money comes or doesn't come, I will do it because I get to learn something new. And what happens is, this fellow who's always pushing his boundaries and trying to learn something new, suddenly after 2 years when he turns back, he has a vast variety of skill sets which others in his team did not have. I hope you're able to understand. And that slowly but steadily will translate into your career exploding. So you must understand, for the last 8 years, friends, 8 years, every week, 7 days a week I have worked. People will not believe it, but it is a fact. 7 days. Monday to Friday, I had my development job. Saturday, Sunday, I used to teach. Then I took teaching full time. Monday to Friday, I used to teach freshers. What I am teaching you. Saturday, Sunday, I used to take tuitions for engineering students. Please understand. Now, in Bangalore, you know how the engineering college teachers are, amazing, teachers. Point is, these students used to come to me. I have taught all 52 subjects of engineering. I have taught each and every subject of engineering, all 52 subjects of computer science. That is why when I teach you Java, you're not learning only Java. It is Java mixed with compiler design, mixed with finite automata theory, mixed with networking, mixed with DBMS. Because I have that entire view, I am picking what is required from everything and teaching a Java. That is why memory comes into the picture. That is why references come into the picture. I hope you will understand. If you open a Java textbook, you will not find any of this. Point I am trying to make is, I have not seen a Diwali day for so long, because Diwali is holiday, I used to take extra class. Yes, my students would abuse me, but how else to finish syllabus? Yes or no? Christmas is a holiday for everybody, I would be in extra class. My friends are in Goa enjoying 3 days weekend, I am taking class. I will understand. That time everybody would laugh at me saying that why, what is the need to work so hard, go join some MNC, 5 days working, 9 hours login, very good. That is one way to live life. But today, none of my friends have what I have. Nobody has. None of my friends in my friend circle can even compare or compete with what I am able to do in life, both in terms of earning, in terms of reputation, in terms of impact. But if I also would have lived an average life of just working 9 to 5, 5 days a week, weekend I will just be on the couch looking at Netflix, scrolling through reels. Today, none of this would have been possible. So what I am trying to basically say is, many people feel like getting their first job is the biggest achievement of their life. Nothing. Nothing. It is the most basic step. First step is what? To get a job. That's all. That itself, people are making it seem like they have achieved some great thing. My God, first job. What? Nothing. After getting a job is when the journey actually starts. I will understand. And let me tell you, in every organization, don't think everybody is equally paid. No chance. Don't think at the end of every year, everyone gets the same hike. No chance. Am I clear? Because every human being's effort is also not equal. Correct or not? So it is my humble request. If you build a habit of hard work, if you build a habit of dedication, discipline, let them pay you 5,000 rupees as your first salary. Doesn't matter. 3, 4, 5 years later, where you will be in life, you can't even imagine. That is the benefit of hard work. Yes or no? There is no shortcut. Am I clear? So please make sure you are developing that habit. Okay? If you do that, AI, recession, war, corona, nothing will affect you. Nothing will affect you. Clear? Okay, sir. Now, watch this all of you. Let me just quickly go here and compile and execute this program and show it to you. Watch this. Watch this, friends. Compilation if I do. Now, cannot find symbol is gone. Next, if I execute, observe carefully, if I press enter, enter the numerator. Next, assignment RHS, scan.nextint is now waiting. Is waiting. Waiting for what? User to enter input. Am I clear? Now I will just go here and I will tell 100. If I press enter, it will scan 100, give it to A. Next line, enter the denominator. Again assignment RHS, scan.nextint, waiting. Clear? If I press 2 and I press enter, it will scan, give it to B. Next line, 100 divided by 2, 50. Print 50. That's it. Clear till here? So the point is, you have now understood what is an array, advantages of an array, 1 dimension, 2 dimensional, 3 dimensional array, and most importantly, the memory of an array. Correct? Now you know how to take input from the keyboard. Using all these concepts, next I will write code for 1 dimensional, 2 dimensional, 3 dimensional, and you see how easy coding becomes because you understood memory. Clear till here? Okay. Fine. However, now what I would like to do is, I can't write code for all 3 arrays. Let us write code for just one dimensional array. Just one simple code we will write. Now everybody should observe this. I'll keep the scanner line as it is. Now in the next line, tell me, I want to create a one dimensional array. How to create it? New, int, and one dimension means one pair of bracket. Let us assume I will tell 5. 5 students I want to store. I will go here, give this a reference. I will call it as, A. A has to be of type integer array. Like this. Same thing, whatever I have typed. Now see friends, what I will do. Basically, this is how it looks like. Let me see if you are really understood this concept and you can answer. So, this is my array. I have already explained this to you. 5 means 5 columns I will have. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Everywhere zeros will be there. It will have an address 1000. This 1000 is given to A. 100% A has 1000. It is referring to this. Already you know this code. Now listen to me. Now, one by one I want to take input from the user and store each student's age here, one by one. Now how to do that? Very simple. I will go here and I will first print one message. System.out.println, and inside this within double quotes I will tell enter the age. Clear? Whatever is entered, I want to scan it. How to scan it? Scan.nextInt, because ages are integers. Now whatever is scanned, I want to assign it. Assign it where, sir? I want to assign it here. Here means what? A of 0. Correct or not? So I will just go here and I will tell, please assign it to A of 0. Understood? I will copy the same 2 lines, paste it again, and tell this time I want to store it inside A of 1. Again I will just copy the same 2 lines, paste it again. I will tell A of 2. Again I will paste it, A of 3. Again I will paste it, A of 4. And 5 students means index will be from 0 to 4. I think you understand. Okay sir, great. Next what? Next what means, now I want to print the ages. How to print, sir? Very simple. I'll just go here and I will tell system.out.println. And here within double quotes I will tell the ages are. The ages are. Simply one message. Below this I will tell system.out.println, and here I will tell A of 0. First student's age. Next, second student's age. Third student's age. Fourth student's age. Fifth student's age. Clear till here? Now I want everybody to observe. If in case I were to just go compile and execute this program, please observe this, all of you. Let me just keep this below. See here, I will go here now, compile this code, no issues. Oh sorry, one extra slash has come somewhere here. Okay. If I compile it, no issues. If I execute it, watch it. First, enter the age. It is waiting. Assume I will give the age as 10. If I press enter, it will scan it and store it in A of 0. So, in A of 0, 0 is there. That 0 gets replaced by 10. If I press enter, next enter the age. Again scan and store, maybe some 20 I will tell. Next 30 I will tell. Next 40 I will tell. Next 50 I will tell. Yes? Now if I press enter, will it ask me for one more age? No. It will tell the ages are, and one by one it will. Am I clear till here? I think everybody understood how to take input, store, and how to print. However, this approach, I have a very, very big problem with. What is your problem, sir? You may ask. Tell me, how many students? 5 students. For 5 students, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 lines to take input. 5 lines to print output, 15 lines. If there are 10 students, 20 lines input, 10 lines output, 30 lines. If I had 100 students, 200 lines for input, 100 lines for output. Who will use arrays? Yes or no? So please think logically and answer. What do you think is the solution for this? Absolutely right. Please understand, friends. Same statement is repeating again and again and again. Same statements are repeating again and again and again. Tell me, whenever in programming, when the same statement repeats, what do you have to use? Loops. Yes? You can use any loop, but we have studied only one loop. Which loop? For loop. Yes? So observe carefully here. I will now go here, remove all these extra lines I don't want, and I will cut this. I will cut this. Now what I will do is, I want to create one fellow to help me loop. I will call it as I. I's job is to start from 0, go till 4. Sir, how will you write that code, sir? Very, very simple. First I will tell int I. Next I will tell for. And everybody knows the syntax of for loop. 2 semicolons will be there. Yes? First I will tell me where should I start from? 0. Maximum till where should I go? I less than equal to 4 you can tell, or one more way is tell less than 5. Both are same. Less than equal to 4, less than 5. Next I will tell one by one you please go I++. Inside this I will go and paste whatever should repeat. Now those who have understood this tell me, is this code correct or is there one more change? What is the change? Very good. Sir, don't tell 0. Because if you tell 0, 5 times loop will execute. All 5 times you will take the value and store it inside A of 0. Which means 10 will come here. 10 will go, 20 will come. 20 will go, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50. Then finally you will only have 50. Everywhere else you will have zeros. That's not what you want. So if I is 0, 0. 1 means 1, 2 means 2, 3 means 3, 4 means 4. In other words, tell me what should I change it to? A of I. Very good. Yes or no? Similarly, here also it is repeating. What I will do is, I will remove all this. I will tell it only once. Again I will tell for. Again I will go here, put 2 semicolons. Tell me what should I tell? I starts from 0. Next, I less than 5. That is less than equal to 4. Next, I++. I'll go here, paste. Instead of 0, what should I tell? I think you saw how much the code size has reduced. Now if I have 500 students, tell 500, 500. If you have 1000 students, 1000, 1000. Code remains the same. Clear? Now, 100% all of you have understood it, but let me also just once visually show it to you so that it makes sense. Basically, like this, if I were to just show, you're basically creating an array, and this is only our array, and we have default values, reference. Observe. First I starts from where? 0. Check condition. Is 0 less than 5? Yes. Come inside, enter the age, scan it, store it in A of I. It gets stored there, and then I++, I increments. Again check condition. Is 1 less than 5? Yes. Come inside, scan, store. I++, condition is true. Scan, store. I++, condition is true. Scan, store. I++, condition is true. Scan and store. Again I++, I becomes 5. Is 5 less than 5? No. No means condition is false. Control doesn't go inside the loop. Control comes outside. Then you will get the age is R. And again one more loop where I should start from 0. Same thing. You will print I++, print I++, print I++, print I++, print it will increment, and last time when it increments, I becomes 5. 5 is not less than 5. Clear till here? So I think everybody understood till here. Either ways, let me just, compile it, execute it, watch it. Quickly, I'll just put the same age, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. If I press enter, ages are. Clear till here? Sir, I want the output to come like this array, sir. In the same line I want it to come. Can you tell me in the same line if you want it to come, what should you do? Very good. Those who have learned pattern programming knows it is just a difference of print and print ln. I will remove ln, so it comes on the same line. I will go here, after printing every element, I will attach one space. Now if I do this, compilation no issues, execution 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. If I press enter, it came on the same. Clear till here? I think everyone understood this clearly without any doubt. Alright, fine. So today I will end the discussion here. Tomorrow when you, tomorrow is Saturday, okay. Monday when you come to class, if you remember my name and if you remember the subject, we will now start writing code for 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional, and then we will switch and learn about a different type of array called as jagged arrays. Am I clear? 3 days concept arrays is only theory, not even talking about programs. Day 1 is over. 2 more days only arrays we will be discussing. 4 days concept strings. Then 30 programs in arrays, 30 programs in strings. Minimum you must solve. Clear, friends? Okay. Thank you so much. Any doubts, please meet me. No doubts, come back for SQL. Thank you.